Yeah, I think we started the session when she woke up.
Hmm.
That should be there. There we go. Now the stream's not muted. At least I was muted and talking. Because it's been fucking forever. And I have a new mic. Alright. Sorry about that. As I was saying, as she explained that she went to confront the mayor alone. As she did, however, the mayor pulled out a dirty tactic and stabbed her in the back with the dagger that she assumed poisoned her. As from a single good blow, Lady Astray was not prepared for. She was rendered unconscious and was brought out to the woods, assumedly to be left to die. Only to be found by the... I'm forgetting his name. Pull open my folder. Nope, that's wrong.
Vidath?
Yes, Vidath. Only to be saved by Vidath, who had found her and escorted her to, brought her back to his home, where she began to be treated by him, as you all know now. After that, some conversation was had about the incident itself and some details about it. But eventually, it was decided that you all were going to contact Satanta to let him know about what you had discovered. With the consent of the Lady Moondancer, of course, you sent a message out to Satanta, who then quickly arrived at the Vidath's home. While you were waiting for Satanta to arrive, though, you briefed her on all of the things that had been happening in the world. And she was disturbed by some of the information she'd gotten regarding the alchemists that was attacked in the city, and also regarding the alchemists that you knew had been killed and had the unicorn horn taken from. She, like Gallum, I believe, in the past, was worried about the prospect of this individual taking a unicorn horn, and then said that it was likely of the utmost importance to go to the vampire's castle, as if what she thinks is going on, the individual collecting these items is going to try and take blood from a vampire next. There was slight attempts made to press her for what she believed was going on, but she said that she was unable to speak of it due to an oath that she had taken long ago, so that the information would never be known to the world again. So she had stated that it would likely be best to head to the vampire's castle as soon as possible, and that she would do it herself if it were not for her injuries. Deciding not to rush out and go anywhere before meeting with Satanta, you all waited, and then he arrived at Vidath's home. As he discussed, was grateful to you all for finding Lady Astray, and then also discussed the current matters going on, and of course the more pressing matter, the vampire's castle, which he also said that he would be unable to go to himself due to having to stay here to make sure that the Lady Moondancer recovered, and well, that was it. That was all he said, I believed. And he also stated that, as you all know, his apprentice was there. So if you all were going to go head to the vampire's castle, to look for him. But you discussed a great many things before heading out, including the situation at the town, and some information was shared about suspicions regarding the Merchant Guild leader, as he had survived magic that was able to knock the shopkeep out instantly, and also wound him gravely, and as well magic of a level of magic that was higher than 5th, which is incredibly rare in the world and incredibly potent as well. Surviving with minimal injury, that was, as that was shared, and some other things were discussed that I can't really remember because it's been a long time, so I'm just going to move us on to you all deciding to head out to the vampire's castle to both ask the vampire some questions, find Satanta's apprentice, and hopefully stop this individual, if they were doing what Lady Astray believed they were doing, from stealing the blood of the vampire. As you all traveled through the wood, with Josie guiding you all with her sense of the land, you all eventually arrived outside of the... Well, first you arrived at a path leading a bit to the side in the wood. And as you arrived there, you noticed the snow on the ground was melted, and it was warm, like a spring warm, as you were standing near this part of the wood. Strange, because it is the middle of the winter, but believing you had found the way to the castle, you began to travel down this small dirt path at the side, and eventually found yourself standing before this large castle, completely untouched by snow. As you approach the castle, a heat akin to a hot summer's day surrounded the area. Again, very strange considering the season, not a bit of snow on the ground. You all surveyed the area, exploring around the sides of the castle to try and see if you could find any alternate ways in or any things to climb. After not finding anything of the sort... Oh, sorry. You did that after something had happened. So you did do that, but the reason you did was before you could enter the castle, appearing in a burst of green flame, the assumed vampire of the castle appeared. Solomon Cristo, as he stood atop a balcony, looking down at you all and just commanding you all to leave, refusing to answer questions and abruptly departing after telling you to leave. The 2 braziers at the front of the castle as well alit with green flame. Assuming it could be some sort of trap, you all attempted to find an alternative way into the castle, to no luck. And then you attempted to step into the castle through the normal way. Nothing happened, and you entered the castle where the heat grew in its intensity. As you approached some of the doors of the castle, the metal doors as well, they were just sweltering with heat, hot to the touch that almost burned your hands as you approached. continuing on, you all stepped into the center room of the castle, trying to find your way about. And as you did, Astrid moved her way to the center of the room itself, and from out of nowhere, what looked like wisps of frost began to appear. Circular, floating orbs, entirely made of cold, appearing, circling around Astrid. Astrid, believing them to possibly be some sort of fey creature, attempted to reach out toward them and possibly bond with them in some way. Unfortunately, it appears they were not anything of the sort, and they attacked her instantly. As a fight broke out, you all battled against the frost wisps, eventually killing them all. Though not at minimal injury for you all, as I believe at least one person went unconscious, and some others suffered heavy injury from the bites of the wisps. But nonetheless, you survived, and they had fallen. Looking for a path forward, you went up a stairway, and then began to hear what sounded like the noise of fighting from the floor above you. As you rushed toward the stairs and rushed up, you found yourself upon the second floor, where the scene now before you stands, with the battle having ended. A man standing in the midst of the battle against these creatures, wielding what looked like a glaive, or is it a spear? Let me check the character sheet. It's not super important, but I mean...
I have it as a glaive.
It was a glaive, yes. It was a glaive with blue scales as well at the side of it, yes. As he was surrounded by creatures that you somewhat recognized around him, with the gray-skinned undead, but then gray-skinned, white-haired undead. Then the skeletons, of course. But there was also some new creatures. Gray-skinned humanoid undead that were completely bald and had long claws coming off the tips of the fingers of their hands. As well, the large skeleton of a minotaur wielding a battle axe. As there was minimal conversation between you all and the individual in the midst of the fighting, as he said you would talk after the fight was over, as you all battled against the creatures, eventually successfully bringing them down. Again, not at minimal injury to some individuals, with some people suffering grave injuries that almost killed them, with Silas, and some people suffering dire but not grave injuries. As the battle had ended, and we had ended the fight, ended the session right at the end of the fight, assuming to pick up right as it ended, with you all doing what you must do at the aftermath of the fight. Before we get started, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? Anything that I left out that they remember that was particularly important? Okay. Would anyone like me to go over the current state of how people look? Or are we just good to get back into it?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Which one? I gave you two options.
The current state of how everyone looks.
I'm always surprised by how often that happens, not with just, like, one person, but with, like, everyone here, where I'll ask a two-option thing, and they'll go, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Because it happens a lot. But, going through, I will focus on the ones that are particularly important. Silas looks incredibly injured. Carolina looks incredibly injured, but better than Silas. The mysterious man with the glaive looks incredibly injured, about the same condition as Carolina, but looks a bit hardier than Carolina. Isaac looks injured, and Beryl looks injured, but not bloodied. I don't know if you're bloodied or not, Isaac, actually.
No,
I don't
not
think...
bloodied.
No, I know you're not. I'm talking about Isaac.
Right.
I don't know if you are. I don't know if you are. I'm bad at math.
Not technically.
No, you're not technically bloodied. Let's see. Yeah, you're not bloodied. Okay, so Isaac is wounded but not bloodied. Beryl is wounded, not bloodied, and everything else that I had said would stand. Astrid is wounded but not looking even close to bloodied as well. So Silas, Carolina, and the glaive-wielding individual looked the worst. Is everyone good to get back into it?
Yeah.
All right. As we pick up... I don't have that thing here anymore for you guys. Let me just put it back, I think. Or is it gone? That's weird. Oh, it's because I paused it. There we go. Now it's there again. No, it's not. That's so weird. Do you guys not see the fire pit?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah,
I
I
see
see
it.
it.
Why is it not on... It's not on the stream page, which is very weird. Nonetheless, we pick up where we left off, as the heavy air of post-battle hangs above you all, as panted heavy breathing comes from the wounded individuals, and the man with the glaive stands there with his glaive dug a bit at the ground at the non-bladed edge as he leans slightly on it. Again, badly wounded, but standing pretty tall nonetheless. As he looks, seeing Beryl first, and just gives a nod, and then gives a nod to the rest of you. As he looks you all over, and you can all tell that he is not quite out of combat mode necessarily. He still looks cautious and apprehensive of you all as he gazes over, to the point where he takes a couple steps back from you, Beryl, before he speaks again as he goes, "So who the hell are you all?"
Oh, well, we were sent here by Satanta. You
Looks toward you as you say the name, seeming to recognize it, as he scoffs, a scowl on his face. So he goes, "So the geezer sent you."
are you his apprentice?
"Yeah. Name's Kanda. Kanda Isai." So I'll spell the name for you. Oh, you already have that name, actually.
Yeah, we do.
Guess the geezer got anxious because I've been gone for a while and haven't gotten in touch with him. Sounds like him.
Name's Beryl. And, well, you're not exactly the only reason we came here.
Looks toward you. Eyes, questioningly goes, "So what are you here for, then?"
Kind of, like, side-eye glance at the party. Well, the vampire, then, yeah?
"Well, what are you here to do to the vampire?"
We have reason to believe that somebody is here to take the vampire's blood, and the short of it is cause a really bad ritual, which we don't know the details of, but it's supposedly very bad.
We just wanted to talk, honestly.
Might explain why these undead suddenly came here, as he looks, over the corpses. If they're looking for his blood, they might have sent, they sent quite a lot.
Well,
I assume you haven't seen anybody else in the castle then.
Not in the castle, but I saw who commanded these undead to enter. Must have been, a while ago. Don't know. Might have been hours or days. I've not been having the best time in this castle since they showed up. Yeah. I saw a man. A blonde man in, what looked like pretty pristine silver armor. Held a black orb in his hand and was speaking to it. Then the energies dispersed out of the orb and the undead appeared. There was a lot of them. At least, well, at least more than 10.
That's not great news.
Couldn't catch what he was saying, unfortunately. Didn't want to get too close because I didn't want to get into a fight with the horde of undead and, orb guy.
Orb guy packs a punch, so that was a wise decision.
Someone you know.
Unfortunately.
I mean, that sounds like Kieran, doesn't it?
It
That
does.
is-
It does awfully sound a lot like Kieran.
He didn't look like the type you'd expect to be summoning undead.
No, he
No.
That also tracks.
wouldn't. We had an incident with him earlier in our travels. He sort of, well, tricked us.
Looks like the type of fucker. No, he wouldn't say fucker. He said he looks like the type of bastard. He doesn't use F-bombs, sorry. So he summoned the
dear.
bunch of them. And, well... I've been trying to keep a, let's say, close eye on the situation. The vampire didn't seem too happy about the undead, though. He's been picking them off as they've been approaching him. Pretty sure he knows I'm here, but he's just been ignoring me on the account of the pests that have been bothering him now.
If you intended to keep a low profile, how did you get involved with the undead? Did they surprise you?
He looks over to the stairs going up by the side of him, and he goes, "You hear that?" As he is looking toward it. Does any of you listen in closely?
Sure.
All of
Yeah.
you that do, you hear what sounds like distant fighting and the sounds of flames and fire. Heard fighting. Went to approach the stairs. They got the drop on me. Guessing these were the reinforcements.
Somebody's not going to be happy that their backup didn't show up then.
I don't know how much backup they need. I don't know the capabilities of these vampires, but I saw two revenants heading up the stairs after him. As unfortunately, not the only person. Beryl, actually.
Oh yeah.
You'll know about this because you've been reading the book. You've been reading the Raven Queen book.
Nice.
You won't know as much as Silas would, but I'm going to assume Silas would share his information with you all. So first, I'm going to say what Beryl knows and give Beryl the opportunity to share what she knows. As Beryl, you've heard the name Revenant before. As through reading the book of the Raven Queen, you've come across various information about her, including her abhorrence, her deep hatred for undead. However, there is a special case with the Raven Queen, as it is written that the Raven Queen has the ability to summon a special type of revenant, only known as Raven Queen revenants. And it also says in the book itself that they are different from the normal undead creature known as revenants. So you know that the Raven Queen can create what commonly are known as Raven Queen revenants, and that there is another group of undead creatures called revenants. That's all you know.
Okay.
And let me roll Silas's thing. Wow. Bad roll. As, assumingly, Silas will question, what type of revenant they were, because he knows about the book stuff, too, as well. And then it'll be clarified that it was a normal revenant. And then he would explain that they are dangerous undead. That, yeah, they'd just say that, because I don't know how much more would need to be said.
Do I know the specific, like, difference between the Raven Queen kind and the normal kind?
I'll give you, wisdom roll at advantage. I won't say survival. I'll say it's a recalling of memory, and that can also be wisdom. Yeah. You understand the difference between the Raven Queen Revenant and the normal Revenant. Firstly, yeah, we'll say you know that Revenants are creatures that once were humanoids that died with a deep vendetta or hatred that are brought back because of that. And you know the difference between Raven Queen created Revenants and normal Revenants is that Raven Queen Revenants have their personality mostly intact and their mind mostly intact, whereas the normal breed of Revenants, they are completely driven by that vendetta and hatred and will bend to the whims of their summoner as long as they can get to their desired target.
Okay. Yeah, I would share that.
Yeah. As he goes, yeah, they're not exactly things you look to mess with. They're tricky bastards. On top of the two frost whites that went up, as he looks to the corpse of the cold undead on the ground, it was quite the entourage of undead.
Right. Well, also, just looking to the group again. I mean, we're kind of at an impasse here, aren't we? Well, we have to stop the person from getting the vampire blood, but didn't we kind of make a sort of up in the air agreement?
Oh, you mean with Kieran?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if we go up there, that's it.
Bastard's not here, I'll tell you that. He left after summoning the undead.
Oh.
Yeah,
as
he
long
doesn't
as it's
seem
very
like...
thorough, it should be fine.
Kieran also doesn't seem like the one who would do his own dirty work.
tracks.
But surely he would know we got involved, right?
It's possible, but I mean, you think the guy can undead report back to a guy? You think he could see through the undead's eyes? I don't think so.
That depends on the undead.
Oh, okay.
Do you answer to a necromancer?
Who's that question toward?
Daryl.
Oh, okay.
Me?
Yeah, okay.
I am confused.
No. Oh, there was a... Well... We thought he was a paladin, I think is what we called him.
He was a paladin.
But he betrayed us and, well, said that if we didn't attack or go after him, then he wouldn't do the same to us.
I still do not understand why you fear him.
He kicked our
Wow.
asses. Or close to it.
He had very, very powerful undead at his disposal.
There was also another reason, but I'm not sure if... I'm not sure if people would be comfortable us bringing it up. Looking
Have
at
you not,
Silas and Josie.
Have you not talked about Silas dying to Soul before? I thought it had come up because of the, No, I guess not.
Paladin came.
But
Soul
Kieran,
didn't talk to Morgan.
Kieran did come up.
Mhm.
And I think the specifics of what he did had come up before with Soul and, like, what he did to the,
Yeah.
like, undead and the ogres and stuff.
So then possibly.
But okay, yeah, because Soul wasn't there with Morgan, so I guess the erasure of the lingering scent of resurrection has not been brought up around Soul.
Right. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. Out of context, I don't know if Josie or Silas would feel comfortable us bringing that up again.
Without Silas,
So that's why.
without Silas being here,
Yeah.
I can't. I will not have him say anything. But if
So I
Karina
wouldn't-
believes Josie would say something, then that's completely
she-
up to you.
Yeah, and she wouldn't.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
figure. But I mean, I'm not going to forbid any of you from saying anything you want to
Yeah.
say because Silas isn't here. It's just he's not going to say anything.
I will say this, Isaac. He said that if we pursued him, the same would happen to us, but we're not technically pursuing him in the sense of not knowing that he's involved in this.
Well, look, if you came here to stop this guy from taking the vampire's blood for a ritual, it's probably not something that's pretty. Which means I probably can't sit by and let it happen. But I'm not stupid enough to go up there by myself, especially after what happened. So if you guys aren't doing it, I'm probably not hanging around here much longer. So my question would be to you: what's more important, making sure this paladin now necromancer doesn't come after you, or stopping what's happening up there?
I cannot speak for them, but if you go, I will follow you.
I don't even.
Of course.
Go ahead.
No, we're not gonna let you go up there by yourself. And I mean, we can't. Saleya said that it was pretty bad, so we should probably stop it. Yeah.
See his eyes move to Beryl as he say that for a minute, but doesn't say anything.
I'll say this. The Kieran situation is a toe that I expected us to step on eventually. And not that I'm thrilled about, possibly giving him reason to come after us, but at least I think it was imparted on us how bad the vampire blood situation is, or potentially.
Oh, don't have me confused or anything. I want to step on more than his fucking toes. Probably wouldn't have said fucking.
No, it was good. It was a good
Just
reason.
picked it up somewhere. It's cute.
Damn, Beryl.
She's like,
Oh.
fucking. So, are we good to go? I mean,
I'm not good to go
I
anywhere.
think Carolina are the worst off, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay, I
and
can-
Konda, but he's not of the party.
Konda, do you have a way of healing yourself?
I didn't come here unprepared. As he's reaching into his pack, as you see him pulling out what looks like a healing potion.
Okay. Then Astrid's gonna pop off 2 healing words, one for Carolina and one for Silas. Okay, that's for Carolina.
no, I'm not gonna be, well, as resilient as I normally am if we
That's for
do end up
Silas.
fighting anything, but I'll hold my own.
Okay.
Well, I also have Satanta's blessing, should it come to it, but I'm trying to hold it for. Well, most of us are down on the floor before I use it.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
As you see Konda pull out what looks like 2 healing potions, one with a greater shine in the red than the other, the red fluid, and the other that looks a bit less potent. But he drinks them both and appears to have a good amount of his wounds mended up as the healing word goes off to Carolina And Silas. Which one was for Silas?
The 5. Not great, but I don't have anything else.
As Konda would look at the state of Silas still, and even the state of actually Carolina's not too bad. But he'd look at the state of everyone and go, look, I got enough greater healing potions in here for each of you that's hurt. You can each take one, but I'm expecting to be paid back for them.
That's very generous of you.
No, it's not. I want to get paid back. If it was generous of me, I'd just give them.
Well,
Yeah, we
Either
understand.
way.
We're not running a charity.
Come into these places more prepared next time. Just want to say, you don't want to rely too much on healing magics. It's not always going to be you're not always going to have the chance to rely on it.
We'll keep that in mind next time we have a very short timeline to suddenly apprehend a vampire, you know? A
Just
mission that we were handed maybe 8 hours ago. Of course, we'll make sure to do it faster next time with more preparations.
look, lady. I can tell you folk aren't commoners or let's say peasants. Probably in this business of at least traveling the roads and dealing with dangerous stuff. Be more prepared. This probably isn't your first time coming into a place like this. As he has the bag open.
Yeah, I'd reach in.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Okay. So Isaac, Carolina, Beryl, and then Silas will take one as well.
And that was a greater.
Yeah, they are greater, so 44 plus 4. As you can drink them and heal if you wish at this moment. Or that's what's expected to happen at the very least.
yeah, I'll drink fine.
Okay. So you all
Yeah.
can roll at
Yeah.
I'll roll now because I don't want to, you know. I guess I have to roll for Silas, don't I?
Hey, look, 12, 13, 14.
Cute.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
I actually got an 18, but because I just rolled 4d4.
You did not
Oh.
roll plus 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Silas almost max HP after that.
I mean, he needs
That's
it.
good.
Yeah. As you all mend up, and then he goes, right, on that note as well, this next fight's probably not going to be easy. So, I've got some tricks up my sleeve, ones that'll protect us a bit better, but I also gotta know what we want to do here. I can make myself, I can go into a stance that'll make the enemy I'm targeting a bit easier to hit for all of you, or I can make the people fighting by my side have a bit more defense. I want to know what you're looking for, so that I know what to do.
I mean, we all hit pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I'd skew towards defense.
Defense.
Especially if
probably.
Silas is up front.
Agreed.
Noted. As you see him on the side of his armor begin to take his free hand as he begins to glide his finger across the collar of his armor as he begins to inscribe what looks like a blue rune that looks airy, sort of cloud-like. As he then goes, alright, it's not going to be pleasant up there. Any of you have any last-minute preparations or anything you need to do? I don't know where they are, and I don't know what the next floor looks like.
I just grip my Makuhito really tight and just look at him like, ready when you are.
Anyone else have anything?
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, he's gonna turn and start heading up the stairs.
We'll follow.
Okay.
I will as well.
So you'll walk up the stairs. Assuming you're not looking through any of the bodies or anything, by the way,
No.
as well.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just put yourselves at the bottom of the stairs, at whatever positions you're moving forward and down there. And I'm gonna do my best to get everyone onto the next page. I have to move a bunch of corpses.
And don't forget Silas too.
No, I am forgetting Silas.
He
I
starts
tried
looting
to.
the bodies.
I'm sure he'll just be there, near the back.
There's a body under Josie.
I understand that, but I don't think it got copied. I could be wrong, though, and that will piss me off if I am. It did get copied. Wow.
Oh, wow.
And the grid is different on this page. Who would have guessed? I certainly wouldn't have. Alright, I'm just gonna... Well, let's do it this way. Silas will eventually be up with you guys. Just...
It's like, hang on, one more pocket.
No, I just have to do it this way. Give me 1 minute. I'm revealing the area to you. And then I'm going to describe what you see. At least I think you guys should see this page now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. James BRB. Where am I going? Here I am. Okay. As you all rush up the stairs, following behind Kanda, as you make it into the upstairs room, as you hear the sounds of fighting coming from behind you, back this way. As you make it up the stairs into this normal-looking corridor for the castle, you see what look like a pair of double doors to your left over here, a single door to your right here, and another pair of double doors at the bottom right over this way. As you rush up the stairs and Kanda is surveying around, thinking about which direction to go. Any of you do anything?
Can I make a perception check to see if I can hear which way is coming from better?
You wouldn't have to make a check. I mean, you're hearing it from, directly behind, so you can hear it coming from, back over this way. Or,
Okay.
yeah. What were you gonna ask, Beryl?
Oh, I'm just taking his lead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Kanda moves to go down this way, toward this door. You would follow and you would see this as you make down. This music is not appropriate, but we're getting close to what's going to happen, so I don't care. As he would go to try this door, and as you get closer to this door, you can hear the fighting from the other side very, very loudly. And the heat up here is incredible. It's very, very hot. Soul, you can compare the heat to something akin to the desert heat that you know only from your brief trips to the desert of Saul, I believe. Yeah. It's incredibly hot up here, and it's a dry heat. As Kanda approaches the door, you see him press his hand to it and attempt to open it, as he would wince as he's holding the handle, as you could hear the sound of sizzling as if his flesh is burning, and he attempts to try the door, pushing forward first and then pulling backward, and it just does not budge. So he goes, "Not gonna work, this door's not moving. And it fucking hurt, and it goddamn hurts to touch. God's damned hurts to touch." So he takes his hand off.
Maybe there's another entrance around the way?
Hopefully. Because I don't want
Well-
to try my luck against bashing against the metal door.
All these doors have been roughly the same.
It's probably not going to be pleasant trying to open one.
Is it locked or is it stuck?
Feels more stuck than locked.
Alright.
Like something on the other side's keeping it from opening.
I could try breaking it down.
Think we should try to find other doors first. We don't know how
Right.
long that'll take, and it's not pleasant touching that, trust me. As you'd see with his hand pulled back, there's severe burns on his the palm of his hand after touching it.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on a handkerchief and then offer it to him.
You'll take it, as it is cooled, and he is going to head back to the back area of the room first. He's gonna look to this door, and he's gonna go, "I'm gonna guess that that's likely our best bet, because that, I don't know." As he looks back towards here, looks like that just leads to a room.
All right.
As he's gonna go forward and try the door, as he takes the handkerchief and pulls at the door to open it. And you can see, despite the cooled handkerchief, there's still like a sizzle that goes even a bit through the handkerchief. But he does pull the door open, as the door is pulled open, revealing bits of a hallway. And as the door opens, the loud sounds of what sounds like battering against a wall is heard. Like magical blasts colliding into a wall and someone hitting against a wall as well. As... He's gonna rush in. I'm gonna assume you guys are all moving like at the same...
yeah, I'm gonna be keeping pace with him.
So I'll assume that. And anyone else that's trying to keep pace, just try your best to move behind. This is gonna be very quick though, as you guys pull up. I'll just wait for you all to put yourselves how you would be in the hallway, and then I'll move you all. Okay. Oh. Someone moved at the last minute.
I'm sorry.
That does sound like Isaac.
That's alright.
He's very twitchy.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's not how it would go. He would rush up to the door, then everyone would follow behind, and the room would be revealed. Give me a minute to get a music change actually first. Use this. Sorry for the slow swaps here. It's been a while since I've done this. As you all pull up to this open archway leading into this next room, and as you pulled into the hallway, you heard the sounds of the battering against the wall at its height. You pull up and you find yourself looking into this room, and I'm just going to reveal it all because that's fine. As you see what look like several of the creatures you had fought before, all standing about in this room, at the front, all looking toward this stairway at the front of end of the room. There are lit braziers in the room as well, lit with green flame. I know the fire on the map is the normal color you'd expect, but the flame is green. And at the top of the stairs, there is a thick wall of fire that stands between them and the room they are looking to enter. As you see the Frostwhite, the creature you had fought before, standing at the foot of the stairs with its hand raised, firing what looks like blasts of ice out into the wall of flame. And you can tell this wall of fire is different. It's thicker and more potent than the one you had encountered before at the manor, as the projectiles are not passing through it. Instead, they are battering against the wall as if it is a thick wall of stone in its own right, as they fire against it. As well, you can see these ghasts, these gray-skinned bald humanoids. You can see scorch marks on their claws and hands, as if they had been beating against the wall as well. The most prominent thing you notice in the room, however, is this individual dressed in plate armor, wielding a shield with a sword in his hand, rotted skin like a corpse, and long gray hair, standing with its sword drawn, looking toward the front, to the doorway. As it looks out, as they appear to notice you as they would turn to look as you arrive or as Kanda pulls up. And as well, at the back of the room, those shadowy-like undead that Kieran had summoned, and the large minotaur-like undead as well. As you'd see Kanda stop as he pulls up and looks at the assumed to be revenant, because you don't, as he looks toward it, as he's gazing specifically toward the sword. And the sword does not look the same as it does in the art. The sword looks a bit more unique, and there are wisps of icy cold coming off of it as well. As... oh, I forgot to do this. But we're gonna roll initiative. While you guys do that, I'm going to run to use the restroom very quickly. Actually, as well, we can take our 5-minute break here if that's what you guys would like to do.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So why don't we take our 5-minute break here, and we'll pick up with the start of combat in about 5 minutes at 8:38 or something like that. 8:40, you know.
Cool.
So... give the music a pause. And...
damn, that should really send me first.
Go to the break screen. here. That's fine. For the stream, that was
Not
my
to
bad.
not to exactly light it, just like to.
Like, it'll get hotter, but you can't, like, you'd have to be there for at least more than a turn to
Yeah.
heat it up to
All right.
what I imagine you're trying to do.
All right. So then I'm just gonna. I'll just try and shoot an arrow at this guy here.
Okay.
Twenty.
20 hits. And as you shoot, you notice the same thing as before from the last fight. As it does not damage him, it damages what looks like a sheen of frost surrounding him. However, as you shoot him with it, though, it also does. The sheen does appear to be not as strong, as if this one is a bit. It was already damaged when you showed up, but the non-magical short bow is less effective as you blast into it as well, though.
Okay, and then I guess bonus action, I'll give the help action to Barrel,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
As it goes to one of the shadows. That's what is it going to do? It will move out of sight. Who's there? Then it moved there. And then you will all see it move through the wall and appear there. As it is going to attack. Let's see. Let's roll a D2. 1 is Carolina, 2 is Conda. See who the first person it saw was. Alright, as he will go to attack Conda. As he goes to grasp onto him. 14 will not hit, though. As that will be its turn. Isaac. From there you can see the Frostwhite, and you can see the shadow as it just appeared in here. What do you do?
You know what? Okay. I gotta measure something. Just give me one sec. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. A 20-foot cube. I'm gonna cast Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
So a 20-foot cube, not preventing us like right around here, so we can still see like when they just about come out of the cube, but it's like we'll say like, yeah, like a 20-foot cube, like that, encompassing there, down there.
Way between the stars.
Because it's difficult terrain. It'll prevent us from shooting in. I understand that. But I also have a question about that. But they will be taking... It will, like, force them to come to us, because I don't think we were going to go in that room.
Unless they go to the other side of the room.
Yeah, they could go to the other side of the room.
So. Then you'd just be at a weird standstill.
Yeah, but I don't know how smart they are.
Also, you have melees. You should remember that as well.
Yeah, which is why I'm
interact with Moonbeam.
That's a good point. Yeah, Moonbeam is a beam of light, but I wouldn't say necessarily that it cancels the spell. So you probably can't move it anymore while it's in there. Is what I would say.
Okay.
So what is your question?
My question is with Devil's Sight, could I see into the the Orb of Darkness, whatever it may be?
One second. I'm not positive. Darkness, I definitely think you can. But I don't know about this because it just is a lack of...
It's the absence of light, yeah.
Yeah. No, it is a absence of light as opposed to it's just basically a void of nothingness for what you're looking into. You would not be able to see into it with Devil's Sight. I even looked up like official ruling, which matters very little to me. But the official ruling is Devil's Sight cannot pierce the dark created by void by the Hunger of Hadar. But it is a void of just absence of light, so you can't see within it. If that changes what you want to do, that's fine.
Only... Let me just read the spell again. I'm not arguing. I just want to make sure I know what it's doing. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not gonna do that because it won't be as effective. I switched the damage types around, and I know it's a little metagamey, but
no, I mean, look, do what you gotta do. It's been a while since we've played. You are gonna have to speed it up now, though, if you're not gonna do that. For what else? What are you gonna do?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that. I may save it, but in any case, I will shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at this guy.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
All right, that's a hit. Appears fully effective as you blast into the shadowy form.
14.
14 is also a hit. As you blast it, and it is blasted to bits, as it just becomes a pile of strange, almost fabric-y, shadowy material on the ground.
That's the best thing you could have done just then, honestly.
And then I will also just move right there.
Okay.
And that's me.
Alrighty. What's this shadow? Technically, only Kanda is seeing this one, as it moves and then vanishes. That is its turn. As it goes to the Revenant. I have the wrong character sheet up. As it looks toward you all. As it does, it's just letting out a low... as it is going to. At the start of its turn, as well, you see the wounds that have already hit it begin to patch up a bit as you see he regenerates some. But at the start of his turn, he also has to make a con save, correct? Or is it at the end? Well, he does make it with a 25. So that.
Alright, well, it's still gonna take half and do 2d10.
Roll it.
keep that it appears under my character sheet. And I have to move everything because I have a tiny screen.
Okay.
Right, so 6.
Alrighty.
I'll have that ready faster next time. Sorry.
That's fine. As then he is going to... Let's see. Won't use that yet. Just gonna move to there by the door and is going to take 2 swings at Kanda. As he moves, as he gets to there as well, this aura of just rot, like the stench of rot moves with him, and you all feel what feels like a biting at the sides of your bodies, all of you except for Silas and Isaac. You feel it feels like a biting at the harmless biting for now at the sides of you as he moves to there, and he's going to swing twice at Kanda. So 1, 2. As he swings out with his long sword as well, you see the sword is of well crafted, and it looks to almost be made of, looks like a fang of a creature, and it looks like wisps of cold come off the side of it. As the blade swings out, he hits twice, dealing a good amount of damage to our friend here. Alright. As Kanda looks fairly hurt after that 2 strikes. And that'll be its turn. Soul. At the start of your turn, you are going to take 12 necrotic damage.
Right. She stamps her foot, creating an explosion of rainbow fire.
Mm-hmm.
Explosion of life.
Okay.
Then, sprouting from her back are spectral pink and orange flaming feathers, mantle of flame.
Mm-hmm.
Then she's going to take a couple steps back. And that's her turn.
Okay. This white, start of its turn, I need the damage roll, and I have to... Okay, there you go. Alright. Makes its con save, which saved its life, as it is able to just survive, move out of the... moves out of the moonbeam, and then is going to take aim with its bow toward Kanda at the front. 24 hits. Damn, that's a good roll. Oh my god, 10 piercing as the arrow lodges in the side of Kanda's shoulder. And that is its turn. This massive creature at the back is going to back up toward the wall as it drags its foot, as it appears to be waiting for something, looking toward the archway. And that is its turn. And then it will go to you, Beryl. At the start of your turn, you take 6 necrotic damage.
Resistant to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I will run past Kanda to here.
As you do, this creature rushes forward as you enter the room and attempts to hit you with its massive horns.
Okay.
An attempt to gore you as it procs that held action. Let's see if it hits. 13 does not hit, though. If only it had advantage, it would have gotten a crit, which would not have been nice.
No. Okay. gosh, so many enemies to pick from. I think I'm gonna focus down the Revenant.
Sure.
So I will. Oh, I had a rules question for one of my abilities before I forgot. I wasn't sure if it was just the wording on it was just for flavor or not. But Bite of the Wilds, am I only allowed to do that while I'm raging?
Let me read the ability very quickly. I'm looking at it right now. Doesn't explicitly say that you have to be raging.
Okay.
So I'm gonna assume no for now, and then take a look at it later.
Okay.
And see what my intent was.
Okay, that's fine. So I will make an attack at the Revenant.
Okay. 13 is not gonna hit, as you miss, as it blocks the blow with its shield.
Okay. Second attack at it. 26.
Oh, can't do anything about that, as you would hit.
Okay. Then I will put a Bite of the Wilds on that.
Let's see what you roll on the table, because that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. So it's a D8, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3. No, it's a D6.
It's a D6.
Yeah. 3. That's lightning?
That is lightning.
Okay. So let me tack on the lightning damage. And there we go.
Alrighty.
Would a 15 have hit the creature?
No.
Okay. Because he would have had advantage on the first one.
No, 15 wouldn't have hit.
Yeah. Okay.
So the target is stunned for 3 rounds.
Yes.
And takes an additional 6 lightning damage when damaged by an attack while stunned.
As you attack, though, the necrotic damage appears to be not effective at all.
Okay, that's what I thought.
As it hits into him.
It just does that automatically. That is going to be me. Oh, I will take that temporary hit point. Thank you, Soul.
Alright.
I will take that temporary hit point.
As you
Thank
swung
you,
into him, as lightning danced across your blade after it glowed with chromatic energies as you smacked into him. And he is stunned for 3 rounds. We'll see if he makes the save to end it early.
Yeah. Pretty easy save.
Where's the stunned icon that I use? We'll say this is stunned. Alright.
Alright, that's me.
As it'll go to the Frostwhite, who will turn to look out toward you all after entering the room. Okay, as it is going to. With barrel right up on it. Let's see. Just reading its thing really quickly. Alright, as it is going to reach its hand out, Barrel, as it tries to grasp onto you.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Yeah.
As you feel the Frostwhite's hand grasp onto the side of your shoulder, you begin to feel it tear out at you, similar to exactly the same as what Silas felt last time, as if it's attempting to pull your very essence from you, your very being, what makes you what you are. As you take 18 cold damage, need a Constitution saving throw.
You said 18?
Yes, it did. Big crit.
Okay. Yeah. And then con save?
Yes.
Alright. Ugh. Come on. That's what I'm good at.
That is not going to make it, unfortunately. As your maximum hit point amount is reduced by 18.
Fuck.
Mike almost just fell there. Sorry if you heard that weird noise. As that happens, and as it pulls, you all see, and Beryl, you're able to see this as well, looking back, him tear what looks like a golden blue essence from the back of Beryl as it holds it in its hand, and then gets slowly absorbed into the creature. And then you see what looks like energy begin to sprout out from the creature itself, and then 2 orbs of frost-like energy sprout out from him as 2 of these wispy-like frost creatures appear. So I'll roll their initiatives, but they will not go yet. Do. And let me see, is that it? Nope. Then you'll see take from its hand a blast of ice will come out, forming an icicle as it will attempt to slash you with it, Beryl.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
All right, as that is going to be 7 piercing and 9 cold. And that will be its turn. This goes to Konda. Start of Konda's turn. He takes 8 necrotic damage, as Konda is not looking too great after that. Bonus action. You'll see Konda tap a rune at the side of his armor as you'll see him heal. Actually, wait, no. Yeah, no, as you'll just see bonus action Konda mend his wound somewhat. Wow, I rolled max on that. That's great. Alright. And then let's see. Yeah. As he will step into the room, and then as he steps into the room, you'll see him take his glaive and hold it in his one hand as he just goes to hold it back. As he does, he takes his palm as he starts to take his free finger from gripping the glaive and start to carve with his finger, not carve, but draw on his palm something that you all cannot see. And then you see him take his hand and slam it onto the ground. As he slams it onto the ground, a glow of astral flame begins to emit throughout the room as a glowing massive rune appears beneath his feet, and then a burst of radiant light shoots out around, burning away at the enemies and then giving you all some benefits. Let me get the rune first. Where is the rune? Come on, man. Thought I was prepared for this weeks ago. Apparently I was not. There you are. Alright. Okay. As the rune appears there, let me just... That's a bit too bright. There we go. I'm going to reveal the aura to you all. As you all should see an aura now.
Yeah.
Alright. As the rune shoots out onto the ground as the aura appears, damaging out the enemies. I'll handle in a minute. And you all, while in the room, for 1 minute, have a +3 to AC and saving throws.
Nice.
And then I have to roll a bunch of con saves, so give me 1 moment. Fail, fail. So, as the radiant went out, let me see what the damage is. Is there any additional riders on it? Strength modifier. That's big damage, too.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, he did 27 radiant damage with it.
Yeah, boy.
As the 2 gray creatures at the back look basically dead. Frostwhite. Is that a fail or a success? I should know what this guy's DC is. Nope, that's a success. As he takes half of that. His shield is still intact. Both of the wisps are fine. Minotaur. Succeeds. Takes half. Someone going to say something? I keep hearing like a click like someone's about to say something, or am I crazy?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see, the shadow's off screen, but even it has to... Fails. It's dead. I'm glad that that boy got a chance to do things.
But now we'll never know. He died off screen. Is he really dead?
The white is dead no matter what he rolls. And the Revenant, as the Radiant burns away at it, it succeeded. You see its form, it stings a bit more. It burns out against it. As... That's Conda's turn. So he's gonna stay there. As it goes to Silas, who has been making it his mission to stay at the back a bit more. So he is going to just...
Josie sends him dirty looks whenever he starts to walk forward.
Move to there. And he is going to cast... Mind Sliver on that one. On the Frostwhite, as it has to make a int save. Fails too, as it takes the damage, as the sheen of the barrier appears even weaker, and has the negative effect of it as well. As that is Silas. Goes to the Ghast. It'll move to there, and it's going to take a swing at you, Beryl, with its foul-looking claw. As that is going to be a 22.
I missed it.
Okay. So that is him.
Thank you, Conda.
Before it goes to Astrid, before anything else continues, from beyond the wall, you all hear what sounds like a surge of flame and the sounds of creatures crying out in agony as fire, as you continue to hear flame from the other side. as the fighting grows louder upon the other side of the wall. But nope, nothing changes. Astrid.
Trying to show D8 10 hit points. Sorry.
He would, yeah, that's fine. I'll take the D8.
To whom?
Conda.
Okay, because that changes what I'm gonna do with it.
But you also should get a start of your turn as well, or the fire resistance, or the D8. Is it at the start or end of turn?
End of turn.
Okay. So, do what you gotta do first.
Okay, Astrid is going to move to here so she can see a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to use her action to move her cube.
Sorry, at the start of your turn, you're
There.
also supposed to take damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Silas also did, so I'll just give you both the same amount. 10 necrotic.
Okay. And then if Soul's giving out 10 HP, I guess I don't need to. Who has it right now, Rogue?
That's a 10 hit points?
Yeah.
It goes to everybody, right?
Everybody doesn't have it yet. Conda
Barrel,
has it right now.
People,
Beryl lost it.
How does your ability work, though? Is everybody going to get it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't do that yet. And she's good then, actually. So then she'll move back here, and I'll roll my moonbeam.
Is it an action or bonus action to move Moonbeam?
It's an action.
Okay. Alright. Well, they don't take it again, because, well, the Minotaur does, I suppose, because that's his first time in it. Or, 1 second, let me read Moonbeam. Yeah, okay, I'm right. But Minotaur will take that now. Con save. That is a fail.
No, the other guy will take it too.
Well, the Revenant was in it before, though.
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn.
On turn or starts its turn?
Or starts its turn there.
Okay. Okay, did succeed, so it takes half. That you?
Okay, and that's... Yep.
Alright. As it goes to these wisps, who look not as gleaming as they did before. As it is going to float out to here, and it is going to take its attack at Conda, as it will go to freeze. Good roll, as it rolls an 18, which will just hit, as Conda looks pretty bad after that hit. As he takes 15. Temp HP made sure he didn't look nearly as bad as he could have, though. Alright, as that is its turn. Let me read their thing really quickly. Okay. As it goes to this Ghast, as it is going to rush up, as it's just going to have to run through its ally space and then take a swing at you, Barrel, and run back, so you'll get an opportunity strike at it. But first, its claw attack, which is going to be a 24.
That'll hit.
Alright. 9 slashing. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come the fuck right on. Seriously.
Well, I guess you don't get I guess you don't get an opportunity strike, as you are paralyzed as the claws carve through you.
Wait a minute. Paralyzed? Yeah. I'm going to use my reaction to use Unshakable Will and Form.
Mm-hmm.
As a reaction when you are afflicted by the paralyzed, charmed, stunned, or incapacitated conditions, You can choose to delay the effect unaffected until the end of your next turn, where it will then immediately take effect. If the condition is applied by a spell, or a caster's concentration is broken, or they are reduced to 0 hit points.
Yeah, that won't apply for this one because he's not a caster. It's just a poison, or not a poison, effect.
Okay.
But okay, so you delay it.
Okay.
That would take your reaction though, so you still don't get the opportunity strike. But
Yep, that's fine.
all right. As you have delayed the paralyze, as I will give you the net anyway for when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is its turn, though. This is your first... no, you haven't taken this yet, because he just moved up. Okay, so, Josie, at the start of your turn, you take 8 necrotic damage.
Okay. I guess stunned. Cool. Bonus action, we're gonna move the hunter's mark up to the remnant.
Okay. And you can see him. It's a bit crowded, but...
It's probably fine.
Unless you really fuck up.
It's just fire. It's just firearms. And yeah, I will take a shoot at him now.
I'm sure nobody's ears are getting fucked up by a firearm going off in a
They're
compact hallway.
fine. It's magic gun.
21 hits. Just hits, too. Okay.
And he takes an additional 6 lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do it again.
Those will not hit, either.
No, they won't.
As you blast out, you miss. Is that you?
That is.
Alright. Carolina.
Josie also gets the 1d8 temp HP.
Yes. At the start of your turn, you take 14 necrotic damage. Damn. Of course James is the one who gets the max damage. Hey, Karina got a max temp HP though. That's good.
Yeah. Alright.
So I think all of you have taken the damage now except for Isaac.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I was to move here, would I be able to still attack him with a melee weapon?
Yes.
The Revenant? Okay.
You have advantage on it.
He is stunned, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll attack him.
Okay.
Maybe I'll attack the wisp because they're.
Maybe you will. Let's see
Just to get them out of the
let's
way.
see what's going on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna attack the wisp just to get them out of the way.
Okay. Fortunately, a 15 will not hit.
Alright, then I guess, bonus action I'll give Isaac advantage. Oh no, I can't reach Isaac. I'll give what's his name?
Condo.
I'll give him advantage on his next saving throw.
Okay. You with the help action?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
As
the temp hit point, right?
all right. Yep, that's you. Shadow, Isaac, it is your go. You are not within it, so you do not have to do anything. You do not take any damage. What do you do?
So the Revenant is still stunned, correct?
Yes, you cannot see it though at your angle.
Yeah, I don't think any angle would let me see it.
You'd have to get
I'd
a
have
bunch closer.
Yeah,
You'd have to be like right here.
yeah, exactly. But I can step in Soul's Square for a second.
Yes,
right?
you can.
Okay, so let's say I step in Soul Square for a second. Sorry to block you, Soul. And I am going to do a few things. First off, I'm going to cast free action Hex of the Myriad Mind on the white.
Okay.
And hang on, let me just check some things. Let me link it to just for shits and giggles. And
No, he's not in the thing, James. But thank you.
no, yeah, I'm staying out of the way.
Fuck.
And then I will shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at the white. Or
Right, as
whatever.
you conjure the Hex of the Mired Mine, as what looks like purplish green energies emanate from Isaac, before also beginning to emanate from the Frostwight.
Alright, first shot.
Okay.
Ooh,
And it's a crit.
Nice.
Okay. Second shot. Does a also
1 second. After the first shot hits, the shield breaks. As the shield breaks, he needs to roll his thing. He fails as you see the white cry out in pain as the shield breaks, as it appears to be stunned.
oh really?
No.
Okay. I mean I'll still take
But that is a 17. 17 does not hit still.
doesn't even if he's stunned.
No.
Oh well, never mind.
That wouldn't change that.
Yeah, it would change it. Yeah. Okie doke. And then I'd move back into this spot because I don't want to stand on Soul.
Okay.
That
What save are you giving it disadvantage on? What stat are you choosing? Or what wait 1 second. It just has that. No, it just has that.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can always see it. All right. Okay. As that is that. Yep. I'd say it goes to the shadow, but it does not. The Revenant. Let's see. Does it end the stun early? With a 24, I believe it does.
Yeah.
Now let me read this really quickly. Does the target... It doesn't say it is at the end of its turn, nor does it say it's at the start. So I don't know... Yeah, okay. So it does get its turn, because it's not at the end. It just ends it. It's at the start he tries. Okay, as it'll get its turn. No longer stunned, as it goes to him. As he... Getting up from the stupor, you see its body attempt to regenerate, but the radiance still lingers on it as it attempts to regenerate. It is unable to, but the lingering radiance does fade after the attempt happens, as it is no longer present. As it is going to first.
Con save as well.
Yes. So I'll do that now before it does what it's going to do. Does make the con save, so it'll take half. It's going to move, actually, as it is going to take a couple steps to try and get to here. So that'll provoke opportunity strike from Carolina, Conda, and Beryl, as it'll move to here. Not you?
My reaction.
Oh, yeah, you don't have your reaction, correct. So Conda and Carolina. As Conda will take a swing with his attack. Conda unfortunately misses. Beryl, you hit.
Carolina.
Carolina, sorry. Been a while. Okay.
Been a while.
As you smack into him. He then moves to there, though, as he's going to look out toward you all, and then... Yeah, as he sees... As he gazes out toward you all, his eyes begin to glow a chilling cold blue as it gazes out. And as it does, Carolina, Beryl, Conda 2, and also Josie, you begin to feel a twinge of cold just go throughout your body. And then you feel what feels like a chilling cold creeping up your spine. I need Constitution saving throws from the three of you and the Conda as well.
Are these the ones that we have advantage on because of his aura?
+3, not advantage.
Okay.
Success.
That's 20.
Okay. So success from Beryl, success from Conda, success from Carolina. Josie, that is unfortunately a fail, though. As Josie, you take 7 cold damage and 5 necrotic damage, and your speed is halved. As you see creeping up from your back toward the sides of your arms, what looks like a sheet of black ice beginning to envelop you. As your movement speed is halved for a minute, and you feel as though something is moving over you. And after that, he is going to take out what looks like a heavy crossbow, and he is going to take 2 shots toward Beryl. Crit, and then a crit. It's really not your turn.
Sad.
I mean, I'm down. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your HP? 7.
I'm at 7.
Yeah. I mean, on the bright side, you can't be paralyzed now. The paralyzed just doesn't happen.
Woo! Yeah.
Your crits always hit.
Yeah, crits.
Yeah.
Unless you have something that unless you have something that specifically says you negate a crit, it still. Yeah. But even then, his crit is a 28, so it would still, you know.
This is crazy.
I don't know.
Out of curiosity, what is the damage?
Let me add it all together. You don't have, so you have resistance to piercing currently.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? You're not raging. That's right.
I'm not raging. I do have resistance to necrotic, if that's any of it.
It is necrotic is some of it. So.
Okay.
27 piercing.
Oh,
and
that's from both attacks?
That's from both attacks, not just one.
Okay.
I'm adding both together. And it would have been 9 necrotic.
Okay. All right. So I'm not dead.
No, he couldn't kill any of you, I think.
Okay.
Kill Carolina actually with that damage roll.
Right.
But
yeah,
that is him because both attacks, yeah.
Oof.
Oof, oof.
Oof, oofa.
And then it'll go to Soul, and Soul, you are not in. Yeah, you're not in it, so you do not have anything happen to you.
That changes my entire turn. I may need the second in a second. I'm gonna cast a 3rd level healing word on Beryl.
Okay.
Plus, I'm going to use reconstructive healing.
Okay.
Hang on. Quick maths.
I prefer slow maths.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that was her bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm almost at full with my reduced max HP.
for her action, she'll cast Firebolt
Okay.
On this one?
On the wisp,
Yes, the Wisp.
13 will not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, well, that's our turn.
Alrighty. White's dead. Goes to the Minotaur skeleton, who is going to... Yeah, people are up, so it's not that stupid. It's just going to try and take its great axe down onto Conda. As a 19 will hit on Conda. 22 slashing, Conda goes unconscious. As he just gets knocked to the
con
ground.
save.
Con save? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fails, double nat 1. As he takes the 11 radiant. That is its turn after just smacking Conda, knocking him out. As it goes to this wisp, it is going to look out toward the Conda, who is now unconscious, as you see it begin to hone energies as it begins to try and pull what looks like essence from the unconscious form of Conda. As Conda has to make a con save. Hope he makes it, too. He does, as nothing happens. Then it will turn toward Barrel, as it is going to attempt to freeze Barrel over with a 23.
That just hit. Is the aura still up?
Yeah, Aura's still up. That doesn't go down. It's a rune on the ground. It's inscribed.
Okay. 23 just hits.
7 cold, and your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet. That is its turn. Barrel. Not that you can really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Aside from
Okay. These wisps might be a problem. All right. I will take my first attack at the wisp next to Conda.
Okay. That'll hit.
It's at advantage.
Is it that advantage?
No, I said I wish it was.
Okay. 20 just hits either way.
And these are undead, right?
Yes, they are. Goes down as you pop it out of existence.
Nice. Second attack at the other one.
All right. 11 will not hit.
Okay. Does my paralyze happen? No.
Going unconscious. Yeah, I'll say going unconscious. Prevented it
Cool.
for this particular one.
That is me.
So some bright sides to going unconscious.
Yeah.
That's probably abusable, but it's fine.
It's like a catnap.
Not like you can go unconscious easily. As it goes to the Frostwhite, who is stunned, and he will be not stunned next time. Conda has to make a con save first. Oh, sorry, Beryl, you also have to make a con save at the start of your turn.
Oh, okay.
So it's that a 14?
Yeah.
Let me check if that's a fail or not.
Well, 14
Oh,
plus 3, right?
No, it's adding
No,
everything already.
It's added into it.
Yeah, no, that's that is just a fail. You would take. Sorry, not that. You'd take I added the wrong number as the rider. You take 8 necrotic.
So 4 for me.
So 4 for you. We have to roll for Conda, see if he gets a death fail. He does not. Rolled a 21 without his bonuses, so he got that. And then I have to roll a death saving throw for him. As the death saving throw is rolled. And then it goes to Silas, who has to make a con save at the start of his turn. But is good. As he is going to Yeah, he doesn't really want to get into the fight up there, so... He will cast Id Insinuation on the Wisp. Yeah, he'll do that. Wait, no, that's a spell, not a cantrip. That's my bad. And I don't think he has the spell slot for it. No, he does. Absolutely does. He'd actually do it on the... Yeah, he'd do it on that one. That's fine. I don't think he can see anything else. Yeah. So he'll... And the thing's already stunned, so he'll do it on the Ice Wisp. Wisdom save... That is a failure, as the Ice Wisp looks very bad, and then it is also incapacitated as it is unmoving. At least I think that's what Insinuation does.
It implies that there's a little tiny devil on its shoulder.
Yeah, as it is incapacitated. And that is Silas's turn.
1d8, 10 hit points.
Yep. Okay. The Ghast. It's gonna go at Barrel. Couldn't move forward if it wanted to. 17 does not hit, though.
Nope.
Alright. Once again, before it goes to Astrid... There's the sounds of fighting coming from beyond, and then another massive burst of flame, and the sounds of more things hitting the ground. And this time, let's say... Nope. As nothing else happens. Before I go to you again, Astrid, I'm sorry, I want to go use the bathroom very quickly. I'll be right back.
On my turn, do you want me to F with the knight or the caster?
I think I'll probably be able to take down the caster come my turn.
Got it.
But we shall see. I go before you, so it doesn't really matter.
Sorry about that. I've been drinking a lot of water. I'm back.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Astrid, it is your go.
Okay, cool. First I'm gonna move the moonbeam. I can see enough to just see the base of that guy, so I'm just gonna move it down to include him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would not make it repeat for the Minotaur. It would just be again for the...
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as my bonus action, I am going to cast a level 3 healing word on Conda.
Okay. He makes the save.
Just to get that boy up.
Okay. As he is up.
That's me.
Con save. Start of your turn. I forgot to do that. Oof. Bad roll. As you take 10 necrotic damage as the biting from the, Actually, no, wait. He moved back. You're not in it anymore. Yeah, you're not in it anymore. Never mind. I apologize for that. As it then goes to this Ghast, who is somehow still up. It's gonna do its It's gonna do its move again, where it runs up and it scratches Barrel and then runs back. So, another 23 on Barrel. So 10 slashing. Unless you have something that I don't know about.
I will use Lunar Virtue on that.
You're going to use Lunar Virtue? Okay.
Yeah,
Zach, by
so
the way,
that's
you're
plus
muted
4.
if you were talking.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
What is the virtue? It increases my AC, right?
Yeah, it increases your AC by 4.
Okay. So
And the enemy takes 9 radiant damage.
Yes. And he dies as he runs up to kill Scratch Barrel as he falls to the ground dead. He was at 1 HP
awesome.
when he did his first gamble at Barrel, so. And then it'll go to Josie. And Josie, you are just not in it, so.
Is that... I'm gonna assume that means I can still move 1 space to the left.
You can assume whatever you like.
Well, I can't see him. I'm bad at doors.
You're looking at the Revenant?
Yeah.
You should be able to see him.
Yeah, you can see him.
Ah, sick, then.
It's hard to see because of all the people. Even worse for me because of all the auras, trust me.
I
There's
believe
more
it.
than one.
Then for safety's sake, and so not to get into Astrid's way, and also because I can't move very fast anyway right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna work on shooting him.
Yes, I should have put a mark on you as well.
Whoops, I didn't mean to click it 3 times. How'd that happen?
Miss, and then a hit.
Alright, cool. I'm glad that Nat 1 was on the really misclick.
Okay. Is that you?
That is, yes.
I need you to make a con save at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Can I use my reaction to make it an advantage?
Sure.
I'm so sorry, Soul.
It do be that kind of night, though.
I feel like that's happened a lot with
That's happened a lot.
I feel like that's happened.
Specifically with Josie.
No, specifically with Soul's ability that she's using too. I feel like that's happened multiple times with that ability.
Soul's being like, be better, and we're all just being like, no.
Advantage and then both of the same number. 1 second, I have to read what that means for you. So let me link this again. Okay.
Don't forget your D8.
Josie, you take another 9 necrotic damage. And as well, as you fail, the black ice begins to envelop you more as it begins to cover your body, completely covering your legs. Your movement speed is reduced to 0, and you are unable to make more than a single attack on your turn. Spells that require somatic components to cast cannot be cast unless you make a concentration check. As you're glued to the ground as you are beginning to freeze over from this black ice enveloping you.
That's fine.
As that is what's happening. As you all would see the black ice enveloping Josie as well. It's not invisible. That is you, though? Well, yeah, it was already you. Carolina. Carolina, start of your turn, con save. Do. That makes it. Yeah, that makes it. You're good. No damage or anything.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Pull it up.
Please help me.
I'm gonna try. And I want to try and shoot the voltage. Use the other ability, the lightning ability.
Yes, the lightning strike.
Yeah.
So straight through him.
Yeah. So it would go through. Yeah.
Yep, and smack dab against the wall. Okay. Alrighty. Dexterity saves. Is it half damage? Yeah, it is. Okay, so it doesn't matter what that guy rolls. Good dex save, too. What a shame. Alright, both of them succeed. The wisp does die upon getting hit by the lightning going down.
Is he still stunned or?
He is. Let me check something then.
I think it's an auto fail.
I have to check. Yes, it is an auto fail, so you would take the 13. Full 13. Is he resistant at all? Nope. Nope, he is not. Alright, he takes the full 13. Is that you?
Yeah. Does the temp HP, does it stack?
No.
Okay, so
Temp
then I
HP
still
does
have
not
the
stack.
I still have the temp HP from last time.
If you get higher temp HP on the next roll, though, I think it replaces that.
Well, let's find out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Got some solid temp HP this game.
But that is you.
As a bonus action, I'll disengage and I'll go back over here.
Okay. Isaac.
Okay. I'll do something similar to what I did last time. I will step on Soul's toes to take aim at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And before I do that, as a bonus action, I will. Or how does he look right now?
Doesn't look like he's too bad off.
Okay. In that case, I will use the Ring of Eldritch Ire to mark him. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, there it
Really
is.
stacking all of these.
Well, yeah, I mean it's kind of a problem right now. So I'll do that. I will shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at him, and if he's not dead, I will expend the mark.
Okay.
First blast.
God, it's almost like a 4th edition Warlock by this point. The good old days. Unfortunately...
18.
That is an 18. Yep, that just hits. Alrighty.
Second shot. Ooh.
Nope.
Okay, but I'll still expend the mark.
Okay, so you do your additional damage.
Wait, who are you shooting?
Shooting this boy. Oh, it should be
It should be at advantage.
It should be an advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so-
His ranged attacks at advantage for stunned creatures. Let me check. Because some are weird like that. Yep. Yeah, so it is. It does hit.
Okay, then that additionally.
Okay. Not as good as the first roll, but... And then your Eldritch Ire. Alright, as he's looking very bad after that barrage.
And I will move back right there, and that's all I could do.
Okay. Goes to the Revenant. Yep. As the Radiant seeps into, as it is... Makes the save, so it takes half, but as it attempts to regenerate again, the Radiant does not fade. Well, the Radiant does not allow its wounds to mend, but it does fade after that. As he is going to... Let's see, he used that already. He's going to run up. Move out of there. Run to there. And is going to take 2 swings at you, Barrel. Well, sorry, he's going to take 1 swing at you.
Okay.
24.
Hits.
Alright. Oh, boy. As he does 15 slashing. 14 necrotic.
Hang on. 15 slashing, 14 necrotic reduced to 7.
And then you take
Okay.
an additional 3 cold.
Okay.
And he will take his second swing at you, seeing how you look compared to Konda. He will roll a natural 1 there, though. And I have to check my house rules, because
Oh,
I
man.
don't remember what the rule for that is. Oh, you can, as a reaction, do the thing. If you would like. So, where was that? Because it's been a while. Yeah, as an attempt, using a free reaction, you can roll a dexterity check. And if yours is higher than them, you get a single attack roll.
Check or save?
It is a check.
Okay. Nope.
Well, you don't know. He might roll worse. It's contested.
Okay.
He rolled better by 1.
All right. Cool.
At least I think it's contested. Yeah. Okay. That is him. This goes to Soul.
Who looks the worst?
Beryl looks worse than Konda.
All right.
By a good amount.
Then she's going to go ahead and cast Flaming Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And summon it right here in this space.
Mm-hmm.
And use her bonus action to slam it right into this guy.
Okay.
Just make sure I got the proper checks.
Both the Revenant and the Frostwind are pretty bad by this point, by the way. Revenant just looks hardier. Okay. You slammed it into the Revenant or the White?
The Revenant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Dex save. 17 makes it, so it's half.
Half of 9. And also, is since it got damaged, she's using Conflagration of Destruction.
Okay. Alright. So what does that do?
It takes 17 damage. There's not a save on that. And it's currently on fire. And
Does Mantle of Flame apply to that? Or is Mantle of Flame just abilities that just spells that the additional fire damage gets applied to?
it's just spells. Sorry.
Okay, so
14.
no, basic mistake, just a 14, okay. So he takes the 14 fire. And he is burning.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
At the start of their turn, they can make a con saving throw to end it.
Okay.
But at the start of their turn, they do take fire.
Yes, they take the damage and then they make the save. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, yeah, warmth of flame
Mm-hmm.
on Beryl.
All right.
7 healing, and another reconstructive healing.
You'll have to see it.
Unfortunately, this one will be weaker.
Dude, anything is helpful.
Not as high of a spell slot.
Thank you.
And that's her turn.
Okay. Minotaur skeleton. As do con save at the start of his turn. Yay, fails as he takes another 15 as he's looking pretty bad. But he will persist, as this time he'll try to smack Beryl out with the Great Axe. 19 will not hit, though, as he misses. Beryl.
Okay. The white is stunned, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So we'll take an attack at him first.
Okay. 22 will hit.
Okay. just do a normal.
All right. He's still up.
Okay.
Looks pretty bad.
Second attack on him then.
All right.
19.
That'll hit as you'll cleave down, severing his head as he will fall to the ground dead.
Okay. That's me.
Alrighty. White's dead. Goes to Kanda, as Kanda is going to... I didn't even get to use this ability yet that he said he was going to do. Let's see. As you see him tap the rune on his collar, as you hear him speak aloud in a language that none of you speak, I believe. At least I don't think any of you do. You can link your languages and I'll tell you if any of you speak it later. As you see the rune empower and begin to surround him with a golden-ish energy. Jesus, you guys are rapid fire doing it. I'm impressed. Yep, that goes. As Beryl, you feel some of the energy envelop you a bit as well. As while you are adjacent to him, you have a +2 to saving throws, and you take 2 less damage from spells and abilities that force saving throws. Okay. And he is going to take his glaive and take a swing, and he will use... When does that happen? Nope. He will just swing. That'll hit. Just hit. And then he will swing once more. And hit again. As the guy is looking worse and worse. This deal's gotten worse and worse for him. Goes to Silas. And he's not in it anymore. Sorry, Beryl, your turn just happened and I didn't make you do the thing. Con save.
Yeah.
And then I have to do the same for the boy. You're good. Maybe that's a sign of things to come. He's good too. Okay. Silas is going to... Well, 1 second. Yeah, he will take a light crossbow attack at the guy. Oh! Crossbow jam! That's a start. Just try to get sneak attack procced for him. Fuck me, I guess. As it goes to the ghast, as it is going to take a swing at you, Beryl. Another 23.
Yo, these ghasts love hitting me,
These
man.
ghasts, man.
These ghasts are nailing, man.
11 slashing.
Oh, God.
I need a con
Right.
save. Okay. I thought you were about to roll another natural 1.
Yeah.
And I was about to be like, it doesn't make sense.
I have a +14 to the save now.
Okay. Again, from beyond, you hear another burst of flame, and the fighting continues, but then you hear a cry of pain echo out from what sounds like a man's voice, just a and then the wall of fire disperses. And those of you inside of here see inside the room that was once blocked off. A lot of corpses. As looking inside, you see an incredibly charred, almost burnt to a crisp room. As you see, standing at the center of all of these corpses of undead, surrounded still by a Frostwhite, a Revenant, and 2 of those wisps, the vampire Solomon Cristo. And at the back of the room, a very badly damaged, what looks like a piano organ. Or organ, you know, an instrument. As he stands there fighting these creatures still, as they all look very bad. He looks wounded, probably about bloodied, but all of them look way worse than he does. And yeah, Astrid.
He has an organ and you won't let me romance him? What the fuck?
I've not let you not do anything. You've done this, you've done whatever you've done to yourself.
That's
You just
fair.
haven't been trying
Okay.
hard enough.
Look, there's 2 spots on that organ seed.
You haven't done anything! You haven't tried anything! Also, his hat's still on.
Okay. Alright, between big Minotaur boy and Revenant, who looks worse?
Minotaur. Minotaur looks worse.
Okay.
I would love it if this ghast wasn't here, by the way.
Yeah, I can get 2 if I do it that way. So, she will move the moonbeam like this.
Okay. So the ghast has to make a
which will
save
only
again.
get the-
Yeah.
Right, it'll only get
But
the
he,
ghast right
but he
now.
doesn't actually have to make a save again because he takes half damage on success, so he falls to the ground dead, being eaten away at by the burning light of the moon.
Yay! Okay.
Power.
I don't know why Barrow's so afraid of that
I just made
ghast.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
That'll be me though.
Okay. Josie.
Okay. I can see the Minotaur, correct?
Oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna use that bonus action to move it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Move that mark over to him.
You can do that. Only can take 1 attack though.
Only can take 1 attack. Yeah. He looks bad.
Oh, he looks pretty bad. Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Okay.
As bad as like a pile of a big animated thing
Right.
of bones could look.
I suppose it's subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for something to load very fast. Okay. Okay. We will... Nope, we're just gonna shoot him.
All right. 16 will hit. Alrighty. So he's looking even worse now.
And then I will stare solemnly at my legs.
Is that your
That's
turn?
me.
I need another con save.
Oh no.
That is going to be a fail.
I would
As
like to use my inspiration.
which inspiration? Your bardic inspiration? Your person inspiration?
No, I have the little dragon guy.
The person inspiration. So you want to let her re-roll.
Yeah.
Or what does inspiration do?
I don't know.
A whole bunch of things. Can add a d8 to any roll if you want to do it that way. And
Let's
then
do
there's
that.
then there's also the other rules for inspiration from that I just made up the other for dreamers that apply to this as well for the most part. Okay. So you're going to do a d8?
Well, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Me or Josie roll.
That's up to you two.
I'll take responsibility.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna immediately cry.
Nice.
Oh, that's the good number.
You
That's a good number.
With the inspiration, you succeed as the black ice begins to recede as all of the effects that you were suffering from end.
Oh, that's even better. I thought it was just going to stop it from getting worse, but make it go away.
That's
At
great.
least I think that's what it is.
Okay,
Let me
cool.
read.
I mean, either way, I'm pleased.
Finally, somebody's
Yep.
inspiration helped Karina's character do
as it completely recedes.
Oh, thank Christ.
Though I am realizing now, you were in it at the start of your turn because the Revenant moved up before, so I do need a con save from you. Sorry to spoil you there. Spoil your fun there. You're fine. Okay. As that is you, and the ice has receded. Carolina, con save at the start of your turn. True. You're good.
+3. All right.
You're good.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way over here.
Okay. You walking through
and
walls?
Well,
I'm assuming you're going like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
How do you do the...
When you're dragging your token, you press Q, and then you press Q at each point you want to stop at.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something like that. All right. And I'm gonna attack this big, the big Minotaur thing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna attack this big.
Nah,
Minotaur
fam.
thing.
Do you have advantage?
No, I don't think so.
You don't hit.
Yeah. Well,
Unfortunately.
what benefit did Barrel get from being next to? I don't get that benefit.
No, you'd have to be.
No.
It's
You'd have to be like right here, or right here for Conda for
okay.
flanking.
Yeah.
It doesn't add any attack.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess then bonus action, I'll give advantage on the next attack for Barrel.
Okay. Isaac.
Okay, when Hex of the Mire Mines ends, I get a free hex.
Yes.
So again, stepping on Soul's toes, I will use Hex. I'll cast it on this boy.
Can you see him? Yeah, you can see him. Okay.
Sweet. And
That's just a normal boy hex.
yeah, just a normal boy Hex.
Okay.
And shoot him with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice. Dude, you crit on those blasts so much.
I do like that when it happens. And second shot.
It's because he's using finger guns.
That probably doesn't hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
Okay, but that is me.
Okay.
Oh, I have to pick an ability. It's core attributes, right? That I choose for him to
Yeah.
have disadvantage on. We'll say he has disadvantage on Dex.
Dex checks, okay. Alright, as it goes to the Revenant. As, without the Radiance impeding him this time, he, at the start of his turn, regenerates, and then he burns, and he has to see if he ends the burn. So, Soul, what's the burn?
5 fire damage.
Okay. And then, what is it to end it? Does he actively...
DC 15 con save.
Does he use his turn or action to do something to do that, or is it just that he gets the chance to?
Doesn't say anything about an action.
Okay,
Just
so just a
for
con
the turn.
save at the start of his turn.
Mhm.
Okay. He does fail, so he's still burning. Surprisingly, frankly. But he's gonna swing again. As he will swing at Barrel. Levin will miss, though. And then he will try at Conda. And then 11 will miss. Okay. That's him.
Flaming sphere damage.
Okay. It's a dex save again, right?
Yep. DC 15.
And he's got disadvantage now.
No, that's on checks,
it's
not saves.
on check.
Just checks.
Oh,
Yeah, Hex would be super broken if it was saves.
yeah,
He makes
you're right. I forgot that it's checks, but
No, I mean, dex. Dex
to
is
know about.
acrobatics, and sleight of
Stealth.
hand, stealth.
If you would
okay,
try
yeah.
to run away.
It seems more like a RP like it would be better in RP situations, but that just...
It could be good if you're trying to grapple someone.
Yeah, it's mostly good for strength and stuff, but like also if you put it on wisdom,
But
they have disadvantage on perception.
nonetheless, that is his turn, and it goes to Soul. And you are not in the aura, Soul.
And he took half damage, correct?
Yes, he did.
Okay. She's gonna use her bonus action to slam it into him again.
Okay. Alrighty. Dex save again. Nat 20 that time. So half again.
Oh, and he's still up.
Yes, he is.
All right. She wants him. Guiding bolt.
17 will not hit, unfortunately.
Oh,
I'm sorry for laughing.
all good. That's okay.
As it goes to the Minotaur skeleton. As he looks at you, Carolina, as he's going to bring his axe down on you.
Well, first he has to make a con save.
Yes, though it is a 23 to hit, Carolina.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Con save. Luckily, this won't kill him even if he fails, so he'll get the attack off either way. And he did fail. He looks awful now. Carolina, you take 20 slashing damage.
20?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my reaction Uncanny Dodge to have that
That's
damage.
fair. Minotaur
Jeez.
skeletons hit very hard.
Yeah, I'll say.
And I didn't even up any of their die. That's just what they do. Alright, that's him. Barrel. Con save.
Yep.
You make it. 17 makes it.
Okay. All right. I will attack the Revenant.
Okay.
I have advantage from Carolina.
Okay.
Oh. God. All right.
No.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Second attack on the Revenant.
That just hits.
Thank God. I will use another Bite of the Wilds.
Okay.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha ha! It's radiant.
It's radiant, not necrotic at the very least.
Yeah, thank God. Okay. So, he is blinded for a round.
It appears the blind does not affect him.
Okay. And make sure my damage is all checked. Got that. And the radiant. Okay.
But he is blinded in another sense, as you smack into him with your Makuhito, and as you do, the radiant burns in through the armor into his chest, as he lets out a of pain, and you just see him begin to crumble to the ground as what looks like this blackened essence begins to leak out from his eyes and mouth, as he lets out a shriek into the air, and his body just begins to disintegrate into ash on the ground, leaving just the armor and weapons where it is, as the black essence just flies out through the roof, out of the building.
Alright. I turn my attention towards the Minotaur and I glare at him.
Alright.
That's me.
Okay. As it goes to Kanda. As he's going to take a glaive attack at the Minotaur. Let's see. You could finish this, Kanda, in theory. So he rolled a 13. But luckily that's enough to hit. As the 2 HP Minotaur skeleton crumbles to the ground in a pile of bones. As that is him. Skanda will then move. Why is the aura moving with him? There we go. That's better. I had to move him off the thing. So 5 feet. 10. That's 10, 15, 20. 25. And just go there. As he's just, no, he'd just stay there as he's looking at what's happening in the room, debating what to do. As that is him. He'd move his full movement because, yeah, so he'd get there. Silas? Move in. So there. And we'll cast Mind Sliver on the big guy. Sorry, no, I'll take a crossbow attack to try and get his, once again, sneak attack. It's just bad. Okay. As it goes to this, where I've been having this happen every time. As the fighting continues in that other room as you're watching, as you see the two wisps hitting into the vampire, trying to freeze him, but the flames beat back as he does. As you'd see him take his hand and just grab at the head of the revenant, as he just squeezes down, and then you see what looks like a puff of flame just start to emanate out from the mouth of the revenant, that green flame, as he just pushes him to the ground as he burns into a pile of ash on the ground. After the fire spell is cast again, another wave of flame shoots out, covering all of the creatures around as the frost wisps die. Both of them. And the only thing still remaining is this frostwight as it stands tall. And he will take his attack twice more. And Frostwight, after being grabbed by the vampire and clawed through several times, is still barely standing. As Astrid, what do you do?
Okay. Astrid is going to move.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong one. Move there.
Mm-hmm.
And I can move my moonbeam 60 feet.
So you want to put it on Silas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you read my mind. Can it go through solid objects?
Like this, let me read the spell real quick.
Because the way we're arranged right now, I can't get it through the door without hitting people.
Silvery pale beam when a creature enters the spell's turn for the first time. Doesn't say it can.
Okay.
I would assume that if it could, it would say it could.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Kanda and Silas are in the way.
Enters the spells area. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Can I lift it up off the ground? Can I do vertical movement?
I don't believe so.
It says up to 60 feet in any direction.
So I suppose you could then, I guess?
If I can do 10 feet up, and then 30 feet over, and then 10 feet down again, that's 50 out of 60.
Sure.
Okay, then, yeah, she'll do that.
They are standing next to the flaming sphere, you're correct.
Up and over, and then just like this, we're not gonna get the vampire.
Okay. What's the damage? Okay. As it fails, as it burns up in the light of the moon and falls to the ground dead. It's not a single enemy remains, assumedly.
Yeah, Astrid's gonna drop the moonbeam immediately to show that she's not a threat.
As gonna assume we're good out of turn order, unless anyone has anything they would like to do in turn order still.
Nope.
I take that as a no. As gonna leave the initiative there though, just in case. You never know. As 1 second, getting a music change. As the vampire Solomon Cristo wipes what looks like his own blood off of his arm as he just just falls to the floor as he growls out, looking out toward all of you, his eyes scanning over you. If any of you are moving into the room, you can do so, by the way. As he does, he looks to the blinding, radiant light of the rune that emanates as he looks out, and he just goes, Dismiss the disgusting light you have burning and you have blinding my home. As Kanda would just move over toward the rune as he immediately is going to carve his finger through it as it dismisses. I'm gonna assume Soul dismisses the flaming sphere. I could be wrong, but we'll see when she gets back. As he just looks out toward all of you again as he lets a low growl as he goes, I had told you to not enter my home.
That's very true, but we had to inform you that some evil red wizards are attempting a ritual in which they need your blood, but I'm sure you have figured that out by now.
I figured out that undead have attempted to kill me. I have not figured anything else out.
Well, now you know.
Did they successfully get your blood?
My blood has been spilled here many times today. If you're asking if someone has ran up to me with a syringe, taken my blood, and gotten away, no.
Good work then, everyone.
Holds the copper needle in her armpit.
I'm sure this is somewhat of a rhetorical question, but will you be all right?
All right. Do I look as though I am all right?
Is he still on the floor?
No, he's standing. He's just bloodied.
Okay.
And Astrid, where you're standing, the heat is immense, as it just is immense as it is a sweltering heat, and you can tell that it emanates completely off of him.
Okay, I am going to do something fun.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use Instrumental of Ice and Gale, which gives some of my allies a thin layer of protective ice, which I am going to do to myself, and then I'll also give it to Beryl, Kanda, and Silas just for funsies. And then I'm going to attempt to walk up to him and offer my hand to introduce myself.
As you walk up to him, it gives you... What does it give you?
It gives me. It doesn't like. It's more. I'm more like relying on the flavor. It gives me a thin ice armor, and it gives me a like in actual game terms. If the character sheet will roll for me, please. Go down. How did it do that? It gives me 2d6 plus my charisma modifier temporary hit points, and as a reaction, I can move up to 15 feet without provoking opportunity attack.
So the armor instantly melts as you grow closer to him. The temp HP going away, but the other effect not ending. As he would just look toward you with where you're standing, a glare as he would go, "It would be unwise to touch me."
She's still gonna offer her hand.
Are you a fool?
No, just very polite.
You will learn the hard way why you are a fool then, as he will take your hand in his, and you will feel an immense heat burn your hand as from just touching him you take 5 fire damage.
Oh, I'm fine.
And if you are taking the fire resist from soul, that would pierce through resistance.
That's fine. I can deal with that damage. Yeah, she'll shake his hand like an appropriate length of time.
Damn.
Like she's not gonna let go immediately. She's gonna stick through it and properly shake his hand.
If you don't let go immediately, you'd take an additional 2.
That's fine.
Prim and proper to the end.
So he would just look at you, his eyes just scanning you over, and then retract his hand and go, "You are a fool for not immediately retracting."
My name is Lady Astrid Concordier, and you are... She knows his name. She's giving him a chance to introduce himself.
I am Lord Solomon Cristo.
Lord Cristo, it is very nice to meet you. I'm sorry that we had to rudely enter your home like that, but we didn't quite have a chance to speak with you before you ran away inside.
I did not wish to speak, and I did not wish for you all to help either.
I understand that, but considering that the fate of Wolford was at risk as well, we wanted to ensure that everything went smoothly.
The fate of Wolford. How grandiose.
I mean, I suppose.
If you believe the fate of an entire town lays within the ruins of this dusty castle, you would be wrong.
I did mention they wanted to use your blood for a ritual, yes?
I doubt whatever they used my blood for would have affected those of your town. Vampire blood is not something that is... It is not something that can affect others in such a, well, offensive way.
Maybe not vampire blood alone.
Vampire blood is a component that is used in rituals for more personal gain. It is not used in rituals in attempts to harm people. Vampire blood cannot harm someone alone.
What
Can you keep?
could it
Go ahead.
do? What could it do with a unicorn horn?
I do not know the specifics of your mortal magic's rituals, so I could not know. Isaac, were you going to say something?
No, I was basically going to say that.
From where you're standing, by the way, Astrid, the heat is that, like, it's most intense as he looks down at you. As he goes, "I cannot turn it off. Young one, I recommend not standing near me."
This is where I want to stand. you're unreceptive to us, and I don't really know how else I can prove that I have enough see-through and metal to actually be here to do what we had to do. I'm not trying to offend you, but you're very standoffish, and I fear that if I'm on the other side of the room, we won't get a chance to talk anymore.
I'm standoffish. I am trying to do this for your own good, you realize. Standing next to me is akin to standing next to a lit flame in a pool of magma. It is not something I wish to be the case, but it is something that is unfortunately the reality. I would love to participate in your fun little political games of playing nice, but unfortunately I am a walking firebomb, so I could not do that if I wanted to.
How did you come by this affliction?
I want you to be aware that the only reason why I'm speaking to you all now is because you gave me a smidge of assistance in the matter here. The reason for my affliction is because I was cursed long ago. By the Witch of Chaos, Eris, the damned bitch.
Can I roll history on that?
You've not heard the name. Nobody would have been able to roll history.
How do you spell Eris?
E-R-I-S.
Do you happen to know the finer points of the curse? I know sometimes curses, they have the way to break them within the curse itself. It's just usually hard to do so.
I know nothing of the curse. If I did, it would be gone if I knew the finer details. All I know is that I emanate this constant heat, and I am constantly feeling the intense pain of being submerged in flame.
Astra's gonna lean over her shoulder and look at everybody else and go, I don't think I have anything that breaks curses.
Any attempts that you would make to break it would not work anyway. I'm old, I have tried everything I could to break the curse.
Does this curse apply to your blood when it leaves your body?
I do not believe so. My blood is not boiling, if that is your question.
Can I... Trying to see what this is here. No, never mind. Does my you said Witch of Chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about that sounds like anything fey or wild magic.
None of you have heard of it before. None of you have heard the name.
Does this sound like any of the secondary magic that Silas was talking about?
Second magic?
Second magic.
You're calling it secondary
I don't
magic
know why I
funny.
call it secondary,
It's
but I
funny.
do. I'm sorry.
I would say you do know of the Witch of the Wood, the Ice Witch.
Yeah.
So you know that allegedly witches are incredibly powerful spellcasters. From what you know of second magic, it wouldn't shock you too much if they were practitioners of it. But you don't know for sure.
Do you know where we could find her?
Do I know where you could find her? Do you think that I would be here in this dusty castle, alone, brooding and in pain every day of my life if I knew where that abhorrent bitch was. Trust me,
Well-
if I knew where I could find her, I would find her and I would remove her wretched head from her shoulders.
Well, considering you're a walking forest fire, I thought that might be why you're still in the castle. Did she have a reason for cursing you, or was she just being rude?
Her reason was to spice things up, she said. That I was impassionate, she said. That I would become a bit more fun to be around.
Oh, okay, I understand now. I'm familiar with this.
You understand?
Yes.
It's just a prank, bro.
Loosen up, babe. It's an old fling.
An old flame.
If you
Yeah,
want
an old
to,
flame.
if you want to
my
interpret it as
God.
that, it's Ellen.
Now he's an old
That
flame.
bitch. Oh fuck, that's good.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to gather myself.
I'm giving you a moment.
Thank you. So you were in a relationship with her at one point?
In a relationship with her? No. I do not know what it would be called, what our relationship was. She knew of me, I knew of her, she took an interest in me, and then decided to do what she did.
Did you hold hands? Did you kiss?
He just looks down at you.
God.
You are treading on thin ice. And I am a
Well, ice
walking...
happens to be my specialty, so...
And I am a walking fire. Ice is not good around me.
At that, Isaac will like start to approach and be like, Astrid, maybe we should go.
Great. Well, it seems we accomplished what we were looking to accomplish here. Sort of. Astrid.
What is the point of your lines of questioning? She just looks down at you again, Astrid.
Oh, it's just, if I ever happened to run into her and I had more of an idea of the situation, I might be able to convince her to take the curse off of you.
Ha! The title, The Witch of Chaos, is not for nothing. The woman has moments of clarity, but for the most part is a walking mental asylum.
Well, then I can deal with her when she's lucid, and Isaac can deal with her when she's not.
Isaac puts up a finger and goes,
Besides, it is unlikely that you will ever encounter her. If I could not find her, it is unlikely that anyone will be able to for quite a long time.
You're very welcome to think that, but should I ever run into her and should I ever remove your curse, I will send you a quick message to let you know it was me. I'm good, everybody, if you'd like to leave now.
please.
Your home is lovely, by the way.
You can go now.
Yeah, she's gonna do her best curtsy.
Know that my patience is thin. Show up here again, I will not be happy.
I understand. Yeah, and she'll turn to go.
Alright. Is you guys gonna start walking away?
Sure.
Alright. As you start heading away.
Isaac would turn and be like, just to let you know, these things may be back. I don't know if you want to consider moving, but Yeah.
I would have been able to kill them all on my own either way.
Okay. Well, you have a good one.
I was staying at the Dandelion. We're staying at the Dandelion Inn in Wilford if you need us.
I would not step foot in that town. Do you know what type of disaster that would cause?
I'm just giving you information, sir. You do not have to act.
People would run through the streets screaming that it would be the end of days should I arrive in that town.
I don't know why she felt the need to curse you. You're plenty of fun already.
Isaac would grab Astrid by the arm and start leading her out.
Soul cast thaumaturgy. You're welcome, by the way.
I do not need to thank an ant for taking care of another ant.
Okay, and we're walking, and we're walking,
and we're walking.
Okay, you get to the stairs. And you start
Astrid.
heading down? Okay.
Yeah.
Astrid, I just gotta say, while that was a bad bitch move, don't do that again.
Yeah, you really got some balls on you.
I think she handled it quite nicely, actually.
You just have to know how to talk to people like that. I've had to talk to lots of people.
I can tell. It shows. I'm impressed.
So let me ask you a question. Why, when we're out and about, Silas is the one who's always talking?
Oh, he's faster than me.
Right, I
Also,
don't
it's
think
funny
he
to
can
watch
stop
people get
himself.
angry at him.
No offense, Silas. The Silas glares at me.
As
James.
Kanda just looks to you, Astrid, and goes, "What was the point of you asking him those questions anyway? You could have just left."
In case I ever run into Eris. What do you mean? I was very upfront about my intentions.
I think all of us here could pray that none of us ever run into a witch.
I mean, I'm just saying he says he's miserable. If I have the opportunity to try and remedy that, I will.
Maybe he should just try to get himself immune to fire, I don't know. Guy seems pissy.
Do vampires have sweat glands?
What kind of question
I
is
don't
that?
know.
I don't think they do, they're just walking corpses, basically.
Yeah, it's probably pretty uncomfortable then.
Immunity to fire. Is that possible?
What did you say that again, Sol?
Immunity to fire. Is it possible?
Certainly is.
I
Lots
think so.
Lots of creatures are naturally immune to it. Red dragons, elementals. Find a good enough enchanter, you could probably make an item that has immunity to fire. Gonna be hell expensive though.
Is there a fire that would get beyond that?
You'd have to ask someone who's a bit more of an expert on fire, I wouldn't know. It's
The
not
only
my
expert-
expertise. Go on.
Maybe you can get fire immunity enchanted onto you, Astrid. In case you want to
mean,
come
that would-
back here.
I mean, I don't think he likes me very much.
Well,
Well, I mean,
he did talk to you the most.
Oh, I was sort of in his personal space.
That says a
And
lot
I'm
right
sure
there.
he's not used to that.
probably the most physical contact he's had in quite some time.
How does he drink from people?
How
Without
does he
setting them on
sneak up on-
fire, I mean.
How does
It's
he sneak
probably
up on them?
very hot.
Maybe it's a stereotype.
Maybe he doesn't.
I don't know enough about vampires.
Not like I know anything. Sol, were you asking something before that happened? Okay.
So I assume you're completely exiting the castle at this
You'd be on the second floor by this point when Kanda spoke up, and you're making your way out. And as you make it outside, he goes, "Well, you certainly took a big risk trying to talk to him there. Don't really understand why, aside from possibly meeting a witch, which wouldn't be good for any of you anyway, or me. But you guys can handle yourselves pretty well. Thanks for the assist.
Couldn't have done a lot of that without you, though. That was awfully helpful of you.
Well, can't handle every situation alone like that.
Maybe we'll work together again someday.
We'll see what happens. Right now we're still in Wolford, and I imagine there's a lot going on still, and that there's a lot the geezer has to tell me.
We should probably get back to him then.
Especially with you mentioning the name Soleil like the woman has been found.
Oh yeah, we found her.
Oh yeah, she's better now.
Yeah, you might want to keep that on the down low, probably.
Oh, we will. Don't worry.
Considering that it was a big secret thing that we were here looking for her anyway. I didn't say anything in the castle because nobody could overhear it. Probably the vampire, but don't think he's gonna do anything.
Do you know where Vedath lives?
I know of it. He was on the list of suspects.
Well, you'll find your master there if you want to reconvene with him.
We're going the same way back toward the town anyway, and the house is along the way, I assume. Right?
Oh.
Yes, I believe so.
How much do we owe you for the potions?
Do. 1 second. Just checking. 50 gold each for those of you that took one.
Okay. Beryl pulls out her coin pouch.
I also hand him the 50 gold.
Same.
And give him 50 gold and 20 copper.
I don't need the...
You don't have to tip him.
Yeah, I don't need the copper.
What? No?
No.
Tipping is a service fee.
Did he not give a service?
It's a different kind of service.
Alright. She'll take the 20 copper back.
Right. Thanks. Looking confused at the exchange that went on, he just takes the money. And he'll take the payment from you as well, Carolina and Isaac. I think you said you were paying him, at least, Isaac. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I did say that.
Well, I want to get back to town so I don't have to sleep on the stone floor of a castle or in the woods for another day. As he starts walking.
Yeah, Hester will follow.
Any of you guys
I
have...
will say once we're far enough away and there's snow, Astrid is going to stick her hand in the snow. It does hurt.
Yeah, no, it hurt. And you still got a bird in there.
It still hurts.
Yeah. Alright, as you do that, you just gonna leave it there for a bit? Or you do...
Yeah, she'll like make a snowball and carry it with her.
Okay.
Like a little snowpack.
Any of you have anything to discuss before you get back to town? As the sun is just beginning to set in the distance.
I think we can... Well, we've already taken off of the list of suspects Vedath, and I think we can probably safely take Mr. Cristo off.
I'd agree with that.
Oh, I want to keep an eye out for ravens on the way back to town.
Okay. 1 second. I did something stupid, so I had to fix it. Okay.
So it seems as if our old friend Kieran is hanging about.
Can roll me a perception check, Alex. Or Astrid.
Fuck.
You don't spot any. And assuming you guys have nothing more to roleplay this session, we are going to end with you all beginning your journey back to the town of Wolford. That sound good with everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Good.
As you ventured through the vampire's castle, facing perilous foes, and we will pick up maybe next week with the continuation where we left off, and you all arriving back at the outskirts of town. Hope everyone had
With
fun.
a new friend in our hearts.
Hope everyone had fun. I'm gonna say goodbye to the stream very quickly.
Goodbye, stream.
So
Bye,
say
stream.
goodbyes. As I'm gonna do that now. Okay. Over here. And then here we go. Alrighty. Twilight Seeker, thank you for following, and thank you, Keep and Tap and X, for the raid that you gave before. Sorry I didn't say anything about it. I don't know if you're still listening, but sorry I didn't say anything about it before. I'm very focused on running when I'm doing this, and that's my bad. I can at least type in chat. Nonetheless, hope those of you that watched had a good time watching along, and we will be doing the same thing we do next week. Same time. Picking up where we left off. As that's going to be that. Have a good night.